Hey everyone, Dream here. Welcome back. It's been a while. I've missed you guys. I've missed doing this, but you know what? I have nothing to say, and here we are. So, for our topic today, we're going to be looking into the type of people that you end up attracting to yourself, whether it be like people that you barely know, whether it be your friends. Let's see. Let's look into this, and I think it's pretty straightforward. So, we have three pictures over here. Take your time, see which picture you feel most drawn to. And after you're done choosing your picture, you can scroll down to the comment section below or description box to find your timestamp that's going to link you to your personal reading. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Hello, group one. Welcome to your reading. So, let us get right into this and see the type of people that you attract. So, to start off, we have here the world reversed. We have the Ten of Wands and Temperance reversed. Okay. I mean, this does not give off the most positive energy, does it? Like, I look at these, it's like, especially here, like, you have the world reversed, temperance reversed, so it's like lack of patience. And then you have in the middle, just to top it all up, like the Ten of Wands, which is like talking about like mental exhaustion, if not even physical. Temperance can sometimes be talking about like spirituality. You have the world here being reversed, in reverse, talking about things being, okay, like, here's what I'm gonna say. I look at these, and obviously there's two sides to every card, right? If we're going to talk about the people that you attract, best believe that there are things within this that reflect things about you or talk about things that you do. And I'm going to start with this now, and I was like, I'm going to leave it up to you to kind of let me know if this is actually you or not. As soon as I looked at these, like, at first glance, I got expressive, and I got, for some reason, pride. It doesn't make sense. Like, I don't necessarily see the word pride in these cards, but that's what they instantly gave off. Expressive, like, there's a lot of ways you can be expressive. You can be expressive through like your facially, like, you're very expressive. People can read you through just like your facial expressions. You have like body language, the vibe that you give off. You could be somebody who's like very expressive through your words. Like, in the moment, if you like something, you're gonna express it. If you don't like something, you're gonna express it, and you instantly show how you feel in the moment. Something about you says like it's all out there. You don't leave anything for the imagination. With you, it's like easy to read. And like, why am I saying that? Before I get into that, I want to take a look into or talk about pride, because like, for some reason, again, it doesn't make sense, but I got pride here. And if you look at your negative experiences, the amount of times that you let people treat you badly, the amount of times that you let or allowed certain situations that made you feel very bad about yourself kind of slide by, the amount of times that you did not set boundaries, if these instances go beyond what you can count on one, or I'm going to say here, be generous, both hands, like, you can say you have pride, but do you act like you have pride? Like, listen, I'm not saying that you're somebody who does not. I'm actually trying to say the opposite. I'm trying to say, like, you're somebody who's like very expressive, and you're somebody who does have pride, but perhaps sometimes you just do not act like it. Because like, I look at these, and like I said at the very beginning, they don't give off the most positive. There's something about this that says like you're attracting what it is that you do not want, or you're highlighting things that probably should not be highlighted, whether it's like positive or negative. Like, for example, if we're talking about like positive, perhaps you're somebody who's like doing great for yourself. You're surrounded by people that are doing great for themselves. But like, the way you kind of are perhaps like you're being very yourself. You're not reading the room, you're not reading, like you're not looking into like the people around you, are they good intention, bad intention, because like obviously not everybody's gonna like want the best for you, even though like you're both at the same level, you're both doing okay, but like you're acting perhaps greater than great, and perhaps like without you realizing you're kind of evoking these feelings of like jealousy. Because like listen, at the end of the day, you cannot control what's around you. You can only control yourself and control your actions, and there's something about you that says like your expressions, or like your expressive nature may be doing more harm than good, because like your expressive nature seems to be shining light on things about yourself that tend to attract people that want exactly the opposite of what it is that you want. Does that make sense? So if you are doing great and you want people to be doing just as great as you cannot just sit around like be 100% yourself and expect people to be or want like the best for you. You got to take account of like, are these people good? Sure, like they're at my level. Sure, like we're both like we make the same amount of money, we have the same homes, we live in the same area, but like you don't necessarily know what's really going on in these people's like personal lives. And so here you are like happy about them, happy to be with them, and they're out there kind of thinking exactly the opposite, and kind of like misunderstanding you, misunderstanding your actions, and just like perhaps instead of like thinking like you do, they end up envying you, right? If you're like somebody who is highlighting a lot of things that in your life that you don't like, perhaps like you're not happy that like you are not earning a certain amount of money, you'll find that certain people will make sure that you stay feeling that way. Does that make sense? So it's like you may be expressive to the point where you're shining light on things that should not be highlighted or should not be shown, and perhaps a bit more privacy, because like with this I'm seeing you attracting people, like again, like I said at the very beginning, that end up draining you, and people that want the exact opposite of what it is that you want for yourself, or I'm gonna say here even like what you want out of people. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's move on and see what else we can get for you guys. And we have here Strength reversed, the Magician, and the Hierophant. Oh, wow. I mean, group one, you have very strong cards over here. There's something powerful about these cards. First of all, like a lot of major arcana here right off the bat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana, and like 10 of wands. We still have more cards to come, but yeah, your cards are very strong. Strength reversed, the Hierophant, the Magician. This is divinity. This is, I think, or I believe, like looking at these, group one, you have, I'm not sure if it's like you're being watched over. I'm not sure if it's like you are like a very divine being. There's like a gift to you. There's something that you have been given that I think, like looking at these, if you actually utilize, you can achieve what it is that you want. Again, these are very powerful cards. The Magician, the Hierophant, I feel like you attract, do you ever feel like you attract sometimes people that, and this is not the strongest thing that I'm sensing here, but sometimes you find yourself attracting people that want to control you, or control your life, or control, or it's like they take advantage, say here, of what it is that you have. So they're not with you for you, but with you for what it is that you can offer, what you can give, what you can do. So in a way you can say like you always feel like you're being taken advantage of, and if it wasn't for the things that you can give or offer, you feel like these people would want nothing to do with you. Now that may not be for everybody, but like that is something that I caught here. But I also, listen, Strength reversed, the Hierophant, the Magician, especially with Strength reversed, like Strength reversed does not talk about like lack of strength in this situation, because like the Strength being followed by the Magician and the Hierophant, this is exactly the opposite. This is like you have so much strength, especially when it comes to, I'm not gonna say like attraction and like manifestation. Obviously, like everybody can do that, but it's like, again, there's something divine about you. There's something about, like, do you ever find yourself kind of having gut feeling about something, and you're almost 100% of the time like always right? Sometimes you sense things, and if you were to tell people around you like, I bet that this and this is gonna happen, they feel like, or they're gonna tell you like you're reaching or you're tripping, and after a while it does end up happening. And sometimes you hold yourself back from telling people something because you know that they're gonna look at you crazy, but like you, it's like, you know, like there's a very strong like you're very in touch with your senses, you're very in touch with your gut. And like, why am I saying that? It's because like there's a power to you, a power that, with strength being here, it's like you're not utilizing for the best outcome, right? Like you can do better with that. What does that mean? Like I said at the very beginning, I feel like you're attracting people that, I don't think you're showing like your best qualities. See, I think you could be the, like, confident. You could be, I mean, like, I'm not, okay, maybe not confident, but like you could be the happiest person, the best intentioned person. You can be somebody who just wishes well onto others, somebody who just wants people to laugh and have fun with. But like these kind of talk about you perhaps sometimes without realizing, like you show, instead of like showing happy and confident, you show a neutral face. You're giving off maybe sad and insecure. You are somebody who wants people that are doing well, because like if they're doing well, they kind of rub that onto you, and then you start feeling well yourself. But if you're going out there with the feeling of like, I don't feel good today, I'm not feeling the best, I'm just like putting emphasis on what it is that you don't want. Because like there's something about you that is what I'm trying to say, like you attract things very quick. If something about you that says as soon as you put what it is that you want out there, it ends up happening. If not, like in a blink of an eye, it's like it doesn't really take that much time. And I think you have so much power in that area than you realize. And so at the end of the day, I feel like you end up attracting, you attract people that reflect you, but perhaps reflect, again, for each card there's like two sides, reflecting the parts of you that you do not like about yourself. So they're like you, but it's not the you that you want. So if you are somebody who has a fear of like public speaking, you may find, without realizing yourself, being attracted to somebody who also fears public speaking, because in a way they reflect you, and you're finding somebody who reflects you is comfortable, right? You feel comfortable with that person, you feel like yourself with that person. But at the end of the day, again, it's like you attracted what it is that you do not like about yourself, or somebody that highlights what it is that you do not like about yourself. And so at the end of the day, you're somebody who is not going to be happy. And so without you realizing, you may be thinking to yourself like, that's like, why am I always attracting like negative people, poor people, people with poor mentalities, people that are constantly trying to like, you know, drag me like, or bring me down? Perhaps like you, without realizing, this is what you're putting out there. You're putting out there like the fear of like not wanting people with poor mentalities, you not wanting people with it's like if you're not confident, you end up perhaps attracting people that are not confident. You're somebody who is seen as like possibly like high value, you can say here, but sometimes you don't feel that about yourself. And so you find yourself, without realizing, being drawn to people that reflect how it is that you feel about yourself that day. So if you feel kind of low value when in truth you're high value, and people see that you're high value, but you think of yourself as low value, I mean, as above as below, what it is that you think is what it is you end up attracting. And what I'm trying to say with this is like, you are better than you think you are. But I think with strength being reversed, you may be highlighting things about yourself that you don't want, and therefore you find yourself attracting people that kind of reflect you, but again, like the negative parts about yourself, the parts that you don't want. And at the end of the day, it ends up affecting you, and that's where conflicts start coming in, right? So let us move on. And you have here the King of Wands. you have the Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles reversed, and this card wanted to come out, was not intentional, but I wasn't about to put it back. It did not feel right, so there you go. You have an extra card, and the World. Okay, another major. Ooh, actually, you do have the World in reverse here, in reverse, and actually, you do like. This is very interesting. You started off the reading with the World being in reverse, and then the reading ends with the World upright. Yeah, I love this. Okay, let's get into this one by one. Yeah, and also, like, I'm gonna say this, like, this is very telling, and this is just like further confirmation to this area over here. But yeah, let's get into this before we digress. King of Wands, Three of Wands, and Three of Pentacles. Okay, so I guess, like, at the end of the day, you don't just attract negative people in your life. So if you're thinking to yourself, like, that's not true, I'm not only attracting negative people, I do like sometimes find myself surrounded like people that are like-minded, people that I like, people that I am drawn to. Well, yeah, you're right. I see you kind of attracting people that reflect who you are or what you want to be, right? So if you're into people that are very joyful, people that are just like peaceful on the inside, just want peace on the outside, people that perhaps are successful, people like whatever the case may be, you do end up attracting that. But here's the thing, the King of Wands, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the World, there's something about this that makes me feel like these people don't stay, right? So it's not like you don't see these people, it's not like you don't meet them, that you do, but at the end of the day, they don't stay. And this is all connected, because these speak about these like people not wanting to, it's not you not choosing obviously to stay around, it's like to stay around, it's them choosing not to stay around. It's like these people come in, and as soon as they come in, they leave. It's like these people don't want to stay around you. And again, I think there's something about this that says, like, whenever like people first, like, say your first interaction, their first perception of you, you may be feeling your best that day, right? You may be it may be a day where you're feeling confident, a day where you're feeling happy, just very good about yourself. You run into these people, and that's like the first perception they get about you. It's like, wow, this person is confident, this person looks good, this person is like very happy, and they just give off the most positive vibes. But I feel like it could be after a while, because like you have this habit of going back to your nature, to who you are, being very expressive. You kind of let out things again that should not be let out. Say for example here with Strength being in reverse, perhaps you have insecurities. With the Magician, the Hierophant, the World showing up twice, and then you have Temperance. There are certain feelings that you, or it's like, it doesn't have to be necessarily feelings, it could be thoughts, you could be a motor mouth, you just say whatever it is that you want without like thinking about it twice. You're not very calculated, and so there's something about you that says wild, there's something about you that says untamed. And so there are things about you that are being revealed that perhaps should not be revealed. And I'm not saying that you should not be yourself, but again, you cannot control the environment, you can only control yourself. And so if you find that the people that you want in your life are running away from you, you gotta sit with yourself and think about, like, obviously not everybody's gonna like you, not everybody's gonna stick around, but you still have a hand to play in why things happen in your life. And so I think there are things that you do that just sometimes run wild, and perhaps like people just came in and they thought that you're the most happy, positive person, but perhaps you're easily affected by the outside, and they suddenly realize that you're somebody who is like very moody, or you have a lot of mood swings. And so this is not something that they're going to enjoy. You attract people that love public speaking because you yourself have a fear of public speaking. If this is something you kind of emphasize, like, listen, I'm with you because I see that you love public speaking, but I don't, like, you're highlighting your negatives instead of, like, you know what I mean? So it's like believing in yourself and bettering yourself, and like watching out for yourself and what you choose to let out and what you choose to keep secret. At the end of the day, especially with the world showing up twice and like starting off reversed and ending up like upright, you are stronger. And it's like it's you, group one. I don't want to say like, I don't want to be that person that says like manifestation and you, the power is within you. Like, people, there's different strength. Like, people, not everybody manifests at the same rate. Not everybody, like, we can all be psychic, but we're not all at the same level. There are people that are better than others, people that have it stronger. People have stronger gut feelings than other people. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. And so with you, I think there's a power to you, a power that you don't even sometimes realize the strength of. And so with this, it's like you gotta realize it or notice that. And I feel like it's very easy for you, like, once you get the hang of what it is that you're missing or what it is that you're doing wrong, you'll find yourself attracting the people that you want. Because like with this, I feel like it kind of started off negative, like you're attracting a lot of negatives, which I think is what it's trying to say. It's like you may not be happy about the type of people that you're attracting, but that doesn't mean that you're only attracting negativity and negative people in your life. Because like, I do see the positives, but I feel like at the end of the day, this goes back to you, because again, this is talking about what's within your control, as opposed to what's outside your control, right? This is saying like you have control, but perhaps you're not, it's not, you can do better to control it, right? A lot of what's happening with you and the people that you attract in your life, you have power over. You can change. You can definitely have it. You definitely have an effect on. So there is that for you, group one. Let me know how you guys felt about this. If you enjoyed it, if it resonated, I would appreciate if you guys would hit that thumbs up. I would appreciate if you guys would subscribe. I'd love to have you, and hope to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, group two. Welcome to your reading. So let us get right into this and see what type of people do you attract to yourself. So to start off, you have here the Devil reversed. You have the Ace of Pentacles reversed and Death reversed. Okay, starting off with 3 reversals. I mean, listen, I'm not sure if it's like because of Death and Devil both being in reverse here. I got the word, like the first thing that came to mind was like leech. Listen, I don't want to say like you attract leeches, or the people that, you know, like you attract are leeches themselves. With the Ace of Pentacles being in reverse, I'm going to say this. I think there's something about you that comes off as a very, very interesting personality. It doesn't have to be your personality. It could be your life, the way you're living. There's something interesting about you. There's something intriguing about you. Hence like the word leech that came up here. I think like people get to know you, or not even get to know you. It's like people meet you and there's instantly something that catches, I don't know, like they want to stick around, is what I'm trying to say. It's like, oh, this person is interesting. This person has got it going. This person, I don't know, it could be as simple as like looks. It could be as simple as, like there's something about, like, I'm not sure what this is, but there's something interesting about you. It doesn't even have to be coming from a very loving place. It could be interesting in that even the people that you fight with, even people that you dislike, people that you don't get along with, you'll find that these people still want to stick around you. People still want to hear about you, and it doesn't have to be like sticking around you physically. It could be that people, like, once they meet you, they want to hear about you, even if that means like from afar, from a friend. You'll find that people ask about you. You'll find that people miss you. You'll find that people say you miss work for like 2-3 days. People like quickly notice that, even though that may not be something that they do. So like there's something interesting or intriguing about you that instantly kind of attracts people and brings them in. And once they're in, and once they meet you, it's hard for them to let you go. Because like, listen, Death being reversed here, this is like people that like do not want to let go, don't let go easily, people that want to stick around. You have the devil being in reverse. Like the devil being in reverse, it's not even that these people are doing this unconsciously. People are aware that they're attracted to you. There could be people that know that they have no business perhaps like asking about you, asking about something about you. It's like say for example, like you bought a house, you'll find or you'll hear that this person asked somebody else about like your situation, what's going on with so and so's like thing with buying that house, what's going on with so and so's like dating life. It's like it's none of your business, but here they are, like people asking and questioning about you and like interested to know about you for some reason. And like I said, it doesn't even have to be from like an innocent loving place. It could be from like even people that you dislike, or if you find that people are jealous of you, people that dislike you are still asking about you. So right off the bat, I'm getting like a very interesting like there's something interesting about you. I also find here it could be like with the Ace of Pentacles that you find yourself attracting people that, and it could be about you. You may be the type of person that never asks anything from anyone. You never take from people. If anything, you may be the type of person who loves to give. If not, you'll find that you don't often like attract people that give, or people have anything to offer you, whether you want it or not. It's just simply people don't have anything to offer you. Like it doesn't get to that place where people want to do anything for you. I also see that even if people are say here are attracted to you, people are interested in you, people want to keep tabs on you, I'm not seeing people that would admit that to your face. To me, this seems like secretive. The devil, Ace of Pentacles, both being in reverse, this is like a secret thing. Like I'm secretly interested in you. You'll even find that perhaps like you post a story or you post on your like social media, you'll find that a lot of people kind of watch that. And that could be like the first sign for you that people are not just watching it to watch it. It could be that people are watching it because they want to, like they're interested in you and in your life and like what's going on. So right off the bat, I'm getting like you attract the type of people that I don't even like it's hard to say like it's about the people, because like initially what I get from these is there's something about you. You attract people that are like just simply do not leave you easily, people that maybe generally are not nosy, but with you like you'll find that they are nosy, they want to know about you. It could be something about you, but that, yeah, that seems to be the right off the bat like type of people that you attract, people that come in and even if they leave, they never really leave, the type of people that kind of secretly, you know, roam around you. Moving on, and you have here the Queen of Swords reversed. You have the Six of Cups and the Two of Pentacles reversed. A very, very playful energy. Okay, this is getting interesting. The Six of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. I'm not seeing people that, okay, so if we're looking, okay, so you attract people that kind of reflect you on, I'm gonna say the superficial. There's something about you and like superficial relationships. I'm almost getting here like you not having, or perhaps like the relationship you attract are not those that can eventually develop into something deep, like deep, you know, deep rooted. You're not looking at very long friendships. You're not looking like, listen, what I'm saying here does not contradict what I said at the very beginning. Like, I'm gonna say this for these, I'm not getting people that stay long term, but that does not mean just because somebody is not currently in your life does not mean that they're not thinking about you, they're not asking about you, that they're not watching you. Like, I think you get the gist. Like, I see you attracting superficial relationships. I don't don't see you attracting people that kind of reflect you on a mental level. I don't see you attracting people if like you're somebody who's like very ambitious, somebody who wants to go places in life. You'll find that the people you attract do not have the same mentality as you. They're not as ambitious. You're somebody who aims very high. You'll find that the people that you attract are like in the moment. Like I said at the very beginning, I mean, this makes a lot of sense. Like with this playful energy here, it's like people that have nothing to add to your life. Does that make sense? And you, again, you could be as like as a person very content with your life, and you're not even looking for something like that, people that would add. But like I feel like with relationships, like it would be nice, people that get you, people that understand you, people that kind of think like you don't seem to be attracting these type of people. You seem to be attracting people that are, if you are somebody who's like very playful in nature, like very jokative, you are somebody who just loves to laugh and loves to banter, you'll find that it's easy for you to attract these people. But then it doesn't go beyond that. You don't seem to be attracting people that you can confide in, people that can help you solve problems, people that you can like vent out to. You'll find yourself like attracting people for the moment, people that if you say you want to get your mind off of things, you'll find the people that will get your mind off of things, but not like you get it through hanging out with them, through like you being with them as distraction, not necessarily as people that you truly want to be around. Now that's, I think, your view on the people, but like I would not say the same from the people's view about you. Does that make sense? Hopefully I'm making sense here. Like people will be looking at you, people could look at you as somebody who reflects them. They see you as somebody who is like very ambitious. They see you as somebody who can offer a lot. They can see you as somebody they can confide in, but perhaps like you looking at them, you don't feel the same. And because I think that it's just that you don't attract people that just reflect you in a lot of ways. You seem to be attracting people that are for the moment. And I'm talking from like your perspective, from people's perspective. I think that they're you completely, like you come off as like very diverse and having to you have something for everybody. If somebody wants to be playful and energetic, I think you have that. If somebody wants to like progress and move forward in their life, they may find that in you. If somebody has like a lot of problems and they're looking for a friend, like you will be their friend, but you may not necessarily look at them the same. Does that make sense? Hopefully I think that makes sense. Like at this point I'm just repeating myself, but yeah, right off the bat, I'm not seeing like people that are just like you. I'm seeing like very in the moment, very superficial, not that deep relationships. But that, like at the same time, I'm not gonna say like it's a bad thing. Perhaps you are in a stage in your life where this is what you're looking for. You're not looking for friendships. But yeah, I'm also getting like very playful, youthful energy from this, but I'm also getting people that misunderstand you. Not only do they not reflect you or think like you, but I do see you being often misunderstood by the people that you attract. You may find yourself saying things and them taking it a completely different way, you acting a certain way, and like again, people misunderstanding your actions, that type of thing. Moving on, and you have here the Emperor, you have the Fool, and finally you have the Six of Pentacles. Ooh, the Six of Pentacles, the Fool. And notice how with the Six of Pentacles, you have here with the Six of Cups, like two like children, like with a cup in between. In this deck, the Six of Pentacles is represented the same way, two kids with a pentacle in between, and then you have here the Fool. This just adds to the whole like youthful, playful energy. Like for this pile, I will say this, you are either somebody who is considered to be young, like everybody you meet is already young, or you are somebody who has such a youthful soul. Whether you're young or you don't consider yourself young, whatever age you are or state you are in life, everything about these cards says like youthful and playful, and perhaps this is what's like intriguing about you. But I'm leaning towards something more. There's something about you that is instantly, I'm gonna say here, noticeable, and that actually makes a lot of sense with the Emperor. But at the same time, the Emperor here just stands out, feels very out of place because this is a very orderly, serious energy, and everything else here says like chaos and playful and youthful. If I were to describe your aura, like I'm getting like the youthful and playful aura is more like orange yellowish, and I feel like that's the vibe that you give off, and that's what people sense off of you, and hence like you'll find yourself attracting not only young people or youthful people. You maybe, I see you attracting people from all different stages of life, like all ages, way younger than you, way older than you, but at the same time it's like they're all attracted to your aura. They all share the same energy of like playfulness in the moment. And again, it may come off as like superficial, but that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. But yeah, it's like you attract people based on like that beauty. And like speaking of youthfulness and like your aura, look at the cards. I mean, the other deck is like very dark, but if you look at the Rider Waite, you'll find like even though these represent like very young energy, hence like you'll see a lot of yellow in them, you also have like the Ace of Pentacles, which is also like very yellow. You do have a very orange yellow like aura. At least that's what I'm sensing from this pile. A very young, youthful energy, and that's the type of people that you attract. And so again, from all different stages, ages, you'll find that you all agree on one thing, which is like they love hanging with you, being around you, like talking to you, even though it feels like you are like completely different as like individual people. And like you can even look at them as like say a date. This would be a date that after you meet the person you realize like, you know what, I don't see us getting along in the long run. Like in the future I see that there's a lot of there could be like a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of things that we're not going to get along on or with, but at the same time like I like having you around. I want you in like in my life. And this is like I think just is how you are with like your relationships in general and the type of people that you attract. So yeah, nothing that serious. But like with the Emperor here, this is like the interesting about the Emperor, it's like I said, it's like it's very orderly, it's not chaotic, but like the Emperor is also somebody who has a presence, is somebody who is like very dominant and is very different in nature from all the cards like all the cards present in this reading. And this makes me feel like you, it's like that could be the interesting thing about you, is that you get along with everybody. You may not feel like you do, or you may not feel like everybody is for you, but I think you have such a you have a different relationship with every single person that comes into your life. I don't see you attracting a specific type of people. I see you attracting people like that are like very different. I see you attracting the quiet. I see you attracting the fun. Like I see you attracting the serious, the not so serious, the like the intelligent, the rich, the poor. Like I see you attracting all kinds of people, but at the same time, each relationship is very individual. Not one relationship is the same. Not one person is like the other that you know of. And I'm getting the sense here that you are yet to find your tribe. You are yet to find that one person that is for you. Perhaps it's not something that is easy for you, but you as a person are like, people see you as easygoing. People see you as like, I'd love to have this person in my life, even though they don't stick around. You're not easily forgettable. And I think this is how your relationships are in general. Like they have a presence. Your relationship with people is not easy to forget. And so yeah, I say like, what type of people do you attract? You attract everybody, but you don't attract people that feel like you, or you feel like you resonate with on a soul level. You seem to be attracting very like in the moment playful energy, perhaps energy that does not last very long, but it doesn't like, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. And like I said, that could be something that you seek, or this is something that you want. And other than that, the last thing I'm gonna say, again, there's something about you that says like we cannot leave you. Love you or hate you, we do not want to leave you. Want to know about you. We want to keep like the idea of you like in our lives. That's like me speaking for the people that you attract. So there is that for you, group two. This is very interesting. I think this says more about you as a person than it does about the type of people that you attract. And yeah, I think you're such a fun person to be around. I mean, just looking at the cards here, this seems like a very youthful, playful energy. And it doesn't have to be talking about people. Again, it could be talking about the energy that you attract. And this is what you and the people that you attract in your life kind of get along on. That yellow orangey vibe aura that you give off. So there is that for you, group two. Let me know how you guys felt about this reading. If you enjoyed it, if it resonated, I would love to hear your thoughts down below. And if you want to see more readings like this moving forward, you can always subscribe. I'd love to have you and hope to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, group three. Welcome to your reading. So let us get right into this and see the type of people that you attract. So to start off, you guys have here the Page of Wands reversed. You have the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. Okay. Page of Wands, I mean, the Ace of Swords and the High Priestess, the first thing that I would tell you is that, and this is like very obvious and very noticeable right off the bat, I'm getting talkers, speakers, possible even gossipers, people that are, I'm gonna say nosy, like they'd like to know everything about everyone. And it doesn't have to be like, it could also be about you, obviously, here, but also could be about people around you. It could be like worldly people that are constantly keeping up with like everything that's going on. I'm looking at people that could possibly even be very social, very out there, people that are like if you're with them, you'll find them asking about everything, about like your personal life, your external life, your work life, like troubles you have with like other people. They just want to know. But I'm also getting like, especially with the Page of Wands here being in reverse, like the word gossip came to mind, like gossipers came to mind, is because like with the Page of Wands, this is like someone who's asking about something that they have no business asking about. Does that make sense? So it doesn't have to be like entirely they have no business like knowing about. It could be like if they are, say, they're not very social people that are homebodies, you'll find that they're very maybe chronically online, listening to everything, watching everything, keeping up with everything. So like every time you kind of talk to them, you'll find that they know about something that is going on, and like for what reason, you'll find that they don't know. It's just you can look at it as like something of a hobby that they have, which is like knowing, talking. But like with those two, I'm getting for the most part kind of it's like for the sake of, they don't just want to know, they want to know to like to talk, right? It could be like to talk with you, to talk to other people. And also getting like with these two, if they're talking to you about somebody else, it's most like it's highly likely that you attract the type of people that will not only talk about others for like to you, they will talk about you to other people type of thing. But that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. But yeah, I'm getting kind of like all knowing, all over the place. They could also, if they're not like homebodies, they could be very, very outgoing, very in touch with like their surroundings, always out and about. Whenever you talk to them, you'll find that they always have something to talk about. Like they could even be like very interesting people. I may even like be getting here people that probably love to travel, or people that are very well traveled. It doesn't have to be about travel. If they're talking about themselves, you'll find that these like the people that you generally attract have a lot of like interesting things going on. And it doesn't have to be kind of like intellectual, something that kind of inspires you. No, it could even be talking about, say, drama here. Their lives are full of like drama. Whenever you sit with them, there's always something to listen to. There's always something that's going on. Like the people, then you never get bored, basically. So would they be fun to be around? I mean, at the end of the day, I believe that that goes back to you. Is that something that you enjoy, or is it not? But yeah, for the most part, I'm getting talkers, and talkers that talk just to talk. Like nothing, because like especially with the Page of Wands, I'm not getting something intentional, right? They don't do it intentionally for like a specific reason. They just, they do it possibly for fun, hence the whole like gossipy side or gossip thing that we got about your, like, the type of people that you attract. But I also want to emphasize they seem to be all knowing, like very in touch with everything and everyone. I'm getting socialites. Let's move on and see what else we get for you. And we have here the Queen of Wands. You have the Knight of Wands, very fiery, reversed, and the Ace of Cups, reversed. Okay, this is very interesting because, and let me say this, I think the people that you know generally, they are very well presented. They know how to present themselves. It doesn't have to be like in terms of looks. I'm getting the sense here that you generally attract people that seem to be confident. Um, like if they dress awkwardly, you'll find that they're confident in what it is that they dress. They'll give you the sense of like comfort and like who they are, comfort in like everything that they do, hence like the sense of confidence. But like, let me say this, with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Cups both being in reverse here, that may not necessarily be the case. That could possibly, you may possibly know a lot of people that kind of put up a facade, but beneath that you'll find that there is a lot of basically everything opposite what it is that they're showing you. For example, if they're putting up confidence, there may be a lot that is going on in their life and they kind of try to hide it by the things that they do on the outside, however that may be or whatever it may look like. If these people are you'll find that they're like constantly talking about their life, talking about their achievements, you may find that there could be lack of that in their life. And so I'm not saying that they're making things up, but they may be like, I don't know, like probably like a cover up. It's like whatever they're doing, you'll find that there's like a lot of opposite once you really get to know them. So basically what I'm gonna say is like this, I'm looking at people that very well spoken, and they just know how to hold themselves in a social situation. These are people that know how to hide their weaknesses. These are people that will probably never show emotion. So with that being said, I mean, with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands here both being and purposely, because like the Queen of Wands generally is somebody who's like could possibly be good looking, but I feel like that doesn't have to be just physical. That could be talking about other things, like they look good as people. They may show you or represent themselves to be as good people. But with these two being in reverse, you may find that some people you attract are possibly snakes. Others may end up harming you without having the intention to do so. For example, if they are like talkers, people that talk just for the love of talking. If they're talking to you, they're talking about other people to you, they may end up talking about you to other people, and they may be revealing things about you that you did not want to be revealed. And it may not be coming from like bad intentions, but it's like they're blabbermouths, right? Whatever they hear, whatever they see, they end up talking about, they end up exposing. It may hurt you. And like to them, what I mean by not ill intentions, like to them, it's not a big deal. It's something that they do. They don't think before they do what it is that they do, but to you it means a lot, right? So you'll find that they're like, I'm not gonna necessarily say like people Well, actually, yes. I don't know if I can like if this sounds bad or not, but these three are giving me the sense of like people generally not to be trusted, whether they have bad intentions or not. Like you feel uncomfortable around them, you will feel like you cannot, you simply cannot trust them. Like you'll hang with them, you'll have fun around them. They seem to be very fun people, especially if they have a lot of things like to talk about, whether it be about themselves or other people. They love to gossip, and that's kind of your thing. You love the tea, whatever the case may be. You may enjoy that, but at the end of the day, something within you, or possibly in your gut, especially with the high priestess being present here will give you the sense of like, you know what, you just go out with them, have fun with them, but like do not get too close to them, or don't open yourself completely up for them, exposing yourself, exposing your life, exposing like the good thing, because they may not at the end of the day have like the best intentions, or they may be like a fun people to be around, but you're gonna sense that there could be a lot of you end up attracting a lot of people that have like are easily jealous, or people that are possibly envious, or people if like they have a lot of internal issues going on. They just at the end of the day, whether it's intentional or not, they end up projecting a lot of their issues onto you. And so at the end of the day, I'm like getting harmed, but I'm not necessarily seeing like straightforward intentional. But I think like you know what I mean. Some of them may be intentional, others not. But yeah, like so far it seems like fun people, but like fun from afar, or like just don't get too close. Let us get more and see what we get here. I mean, I did previously say like just 2 minutes ago that you're like you may meet a lot of people that are like they travel a lot, or if they don't travel, with the Knight of Wands here being in reverse, this may just confirm what I like the whole theme of this whole thing over here. Like they're not necessarily travelers, they're not necessarily like very social, they could be very much like homebodies, but they still know everything that's going on, whether it be like through the internet, or like people that are always in touch with others. Like you'll find that they text you even though they don't kind of see you or meet up with you, but they text with you just to keep their relations going, right? So you may be attracting a lot of people that have a lot of relations, and at the same time I'm getting somewhat confidence, but they also seem there's a lot about this that says it's like people that are directionless, people that like you may look at them and you feel like okay, like they kind of look good, okay, it seems like these are people that are very well spoken, well presented, they have like a possibly like a bright future ahead of them, regardless of like what age or what state in life they are in. You'll find that the reality is like once you truly get to know them, it's like yeah, they seem like something from the outside, but once you get to know them, it's like you'll find that there's like a lot of like contradicting factors. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it correctly, but yeah, let's move on and see what we get. Next, you have here the Knight of Cups. Wow, okay. You have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Hello. I mean, your people seem to be very, very fiery. I believe we even have like the full family here: the King, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands. Yeah, look at that. And then you have here the Knight of Cups. Also, notice a theme going on here. You have the page, knight, knight, and then the King and Queen are like the King is reversed, the Queen is upright. So like they're kind of opposing in a way, and there's like a lot of, I will say this, you seem to be attracting people that are, it's like they have a way of life, and they're kind of, okay, how do I explain this, they are like, I'm getting stuck, basically. Like people that are stuck in the way that they think, are stuck possibly in their ways, are stuck in like their life. I'm not saying that they're bums or not, they're not doing well. They could be people that are doing well for themselves, but at the same time it's like similar to what I said at the very beginning. Like you look at them, like this is just like confirming everything that I'm saying here. You look at them and you feel like these are people that have, like, the way that they present themselves, the confidence, the way that they carry themselves despite the issues, despite like whatever it is that you know about their personal life that they, you know, is not right, despite the whole like projection of probably like insecurities that they have here. You'll find like they know how to control themselves, they know how to control their feelings, and the fact that you say, for example, caught on to them, caught on to the fact that they're kind of jealous, or caught on to the fact that they could be snakes, or they're not the best intentions. If you put all the negatives aside, you'll find that there's like a lot of positives that these people can kind of take advantage of. Say for example, like you attract people that are very social. They know how to extract information from people. They know how to get the gossip, but like they're not using it for all the good reasons, right? Like you don't even have to benefit, like use that skill to benefit people. You can use it to benefit yourself. But I feel like you mostly attract the type of people that keep looking onto the outside. It's like people that are never content with whatever it is that they have, or because like they're too focused on looking at you, looking at like everything that's going on in your life, everything that's going on in like other people's life externally. So this doesn't necessarily just have to be about you. We're talking about the type of people that you're attracting, right? You'll find that their focus is mostly on the outside, that they don't even have time, or they don't realize that they're not looking at themselves, or there's like a lot that is missing within their life, or there's a lot that needs to be fixed within them, or issues that they are you know, just generally not aware of, things that they do, the way that they act. And so you feel like there's a lot of lost potential, even though like you at the same time you want to look at them and you just want to tell them like, listen, there's like so much to you, but like, you know, like sometimes some people cannot be helped. And I feel like that's the type of people that you attract, where from the outside, even with like the Knight of Cups here, this is somebody who's like sweeps you off your feet. This is somebody who's like very charismatic. But again, with the King of Wands here being in reverse, it feels like a facade. Even with the like Queen of Wands here showed up previously, showed up with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Cups, like both being in reverse. Indication of like a facade. The King of Wands here being in reverse, it's like a facade. They look like this person, like I want to say person, I was looking at the Page of Pentacles here. They look like people that take like whatever opportunity comes to them, they take advantage of it. People that are very resourceful, people that are very kind of skilled, whatever it is that they do. But at the end of the day, it's all kind of wasted. You'll find that there's a lot of either faults that they're not aware of, or faults that they are holding on to, like issues, problems within their life. And they're just, it could be the type of people that focus, like once they see negatives in their life, instead of trying to fix it, you can look at it as like people that drag other people down in order to kind of make themselves feel better, instead of like focusing on their own personal life. Now listen, everything I'm talking about here sounds negative, but basically, if like the gist of what I'm trying to say here is that these people may not necessarily be bums. Like quite the opposite. You may have like be attracting people that look very good, speak very well, like very like they present for themselves very well. You feel very like they would never embarrass you, they would never make you look bad. But at the same time, you secretly know deep down that they may not, these are not people that their truth is like different from what it is that you see. So you may find that like you kind of like the people that you know, but at the same time you want to do better, you want to know better. At the same time you may feel like you're detached. At the same time you may feel like you're lonely. Like it could be, yeah, you just feel lonely. You feel like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's like if you could do better, perhaps you would, or you could find better, perhaps you would. But yeah, it seems, I mean, the type of people that you're attracting, there you go, group three. I also do want to mention that there seems to be a lot of cards, like the youthful cards here kind of make me feel of like people that peaked in they act high schoolish, right? So it's like they, or peaked, like peaked early in life, and then they're stuck in like that whatever how, like, whatever stage they peaked at. They feel like it feels like they never moved past that. Sometimes it feels like you're dealing with, say here, high schoolers. You're dealing with like immaturity. If you're somebody who's already in high school, I mean, there you go, that makes a lot of sense. But like whatever stage these people are in their life, you kind of feel like you should not be sometimes acting this way. And that's me talking when you get close to these people, when you get to really know these people. Because like from the outside, to the person who does not know the people that you know, it probably will not look that way. So they're gonna probably look very like very decent people, fun to be around. But once you get to know them, it's like a completely different story. And you may still, not to say like, again, you don't want to hang out around them. I'm just saying you kind of feel lonely with them. So there is that for you, group 3. Let me know how you guys felt about this reading. If you enjoyed it, if it resonated, I would appreciate if you guys would let me know your thoughts down below. And if you want to subscribe, I would love to have you, and hope to see you in my next reading. Bye.